What do you do?
I'm the executive vice president of the Driscoll Insurance Corporation.
Wow.
Yes.
And as executive vice president, what do you do?
Well, it's a very big company, one of the largest in the United States. As a matter of fact, I have a myriad of duties which would bore you greatly to hear about.
Oh, okay.
I oversee our international division.
That sounds important.
Well, it rates a parking spot.
Do you get...
You'll walk down here over the bridge with the swans floating by and the music playing.
What are they doing with those purple flowers?
Just decorating the bridge.
I didn't want purple flowers, I wanted pink, and I wanted blue.
So I thought violet would be a nice compromise.
But we paid for pink flowers. And blue flowers.
What is all this? This is your wedding cake. Or this is your wedding cake. Or this is your wedding cake. I mean, this was going to be your wedding cake, but then this became your wedding cake. I couldn't decide, but I mean, this is your Luke wedding, so I really wanted to say Luke. Oh, this one actually says Luke. Amazing. And this one has hats on it, if you like that, or this one has daisies. This one has cakes on top of the cake. I mean, this one, if you want a classic, but this one is my favorite. This is your milestone cake. And look, there's you and baby Rory made out of frosting, just like in real life. There's your house, and that's your Jeep, and that's the hospital with the emergency room where you took me the day we met. Oh my.
Excuse me. I'm doing a piece for GQ. Would you be willing to talk to me?
Sure, I definitely have time.
What brings you here today?
Well, I love pastry. And I'm a big Yelper, so I try to get to things before anyone else. I was one of the first people to try cronut, and it was kind of a religious experience. I went back a couple times, then a couple times more, and I'm pretty much always on the hunt for the next thing, which is weird, because I used to be tenaciously old school. Donut Pub, Peter Pan, Vesuvios. I would make fun of people in lines like this, but I mean, why not?
I'm afraid we're going to have to let it go, Richard.
Oh, if that's how you feel, Emily.
You're firing someone over putting walnuts in a salad?
I'm going to fire someone over putting walnuts in a salad after she was told not to put walnuts in the salad.
Mom, you know, if you're not a little nicer to your help, you might find yourself in a Frank Lloyd Wright situation.
Frank Lloyd Wright?
What on earth does Frank Lloyd Wright have to do with my salad?
And your walnuts?
Mrs. Wright apparently had this major problem with her help. She was very rough on them, and they totally hated her. So this guy who had worked for her forever, he had finally had enough. I believe the incident was over walnuts, wasn't it, honey?
The exact cause has not been proven.
Anyhow, Mrs. Wright invites this whole posse of people over for dinner, and they're all sitting around eating, and Mr. Disgruntled Servant Guy goes outside and locks all the doors and windows and douses the whole house in gasoline and sets the place on fire.
My goodness.
So the house is on fire, and people are freaking out, so they run to the doors, but the doors are locked. So a few of them try to get out through the windows, but Mr. Angry Puss is standing outside with an axe, hacking them to death, and so they all died.
Why on earth would you tell me that story?
All I'm saying is, sometimes eating a walnut is preferable to getting hacked to death or set on fire during dinner.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. What are you doing?
Fixing your porch rail.
That's right. You are. You're fixing my porch rail. At 6:30 in the morning.
It's the only time I could do it.
Why? Why?
It was broken. I noticed last time I was here, it could hurt somebody.
Luke, we sleep around here, okay? We like it. It makes us pretty and keeps us from killing our crazy friends.
You're gonna wake the neighbors.
Oh, could you pound